If YouTube cooperates, it's been pretty good about it lately. It is, alright. Sound working for you guys? Oh, there we go. I had the volume for it turned all the way down. Much better. Alright. Welcome to episode 69 of Destination Divergence, again, as always.
Nice.
We have a new fancy landing page here that's half complete, but it'll work. You guys should be able to toggle back and forth between this and the core of our map whenever needed, and should be able to toggle to them even from the whatever encounter we're in, if we have encounters. Encounters will never happen again, I'm announcing that now.
We're done. We've saved the world.
Yes.
Yay!
Last time, you guys had a bit of an issue with the extreme darkness infecting a few of your party members' minds in the evening. It was not pleasant for pretty much anyone involved. There was a lot of tension, but in the end, you guys got through it. The long shadows have ended. It's back to the normal daily schedule of winter, and you're all now level 9. Less than a day's travel away from Lathlear at this point, and so the day is yours.
Let's go to Lathlear. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Alright.
Look at where we are. Oh. Oh my god, we haven't gone far at all. Oh no.
It's okay, that means we'll hit level, 14 by the time we get to Stormhome.
Oh, true, we can kill that dragon. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
Ow.
It's perfect. Alright. Nala is back to driving again, if you guys would allow him to. He's pretty confident now that the
yeah.
darkness has receded, that it's probably safe again. Sounds like you have the one dissenting opinion.
That's okay. It's quiet. It's quietly dissenting.
Okay.
He can drive.
It's probably a good thing, because he's one of the better drivers in the party. And it's not the greatest weather today. Though the clouds have begun to part and the sun is peeking through, it's begun to melt some of the snow and reformed layers of ice on the road. Fortunately, Nala has rolled well in his driving, and you guys pass your day of travel without incident. You may mark a day of downtime, each of you. As long as it's, something you could do from within a moving vehicle, like research.
Remember,
Plus one from me on you.
I'm accepting all downtime donations.
Yep, that's what that was that I interrupted with.
Oh, okay. I will take a +1 from that. Drost is hungry for research.
Before long, you guys arrive at Lathlear. And as you approach it in the distance, you can see fairly tall buildings, fairly high walls, which is interesting. The surrounding towns you've been to, in Passage, Galt, and just your familiarity with the area, have all been fairly small cities, and this one is small in land coverage, but it just seems to extend pretty high up into the air. Some of the architecture looks kind of strange, as if maybe it would fall over if a breeze were pushed against it the wrong way, but it's standing, so there must be something holding it up.
To undermine some shit.
Let me go ahead and do one of these. Whoop. Here is your map of Lathlear. So you guys would be arriving from the east, on this side here, and entering in this gate.
Lathlear, this looks
Surprisingly
lot
like gold.
like gold.
It is similar in size to Galt, a little bit larger.
Uh-huh. Mm. Mm. Okay. So it looks like farms on we're coming from the west side, correct? So
Yes.
we'd be coming from where do I that how do I ping? I can't ping.
But
Here.
Okay.
Somebody's casting a
ping.
very large spell right now. Give me a 1 mile radius spell, please.
The biggest fireball.
Is that a meta magic option?
It is.
Perfect.
Getting there.
17th level meta magic, just make it a mile.
Faye will get the biggest fireball, but then only cast it on the party.
Yeah.
You
Alright.
didn't have to. You didn't have to do it. If you didn't do it, I was going to do it, so it was going to happen.
So as you guys approach the gate with your very large wagon, some guards stop you. The gate is open, but there are guards at the gate. Well, guarding it, as guards do. What do you know? Halt! Were you out last night traveling?
No, we
Good.
were camped.
Well, I don't know where you could have gotten in a day's travel from these gates, but you survived whatever is out there. It's impressive. What is your business here?
Wait, survived what?
Well, I mean, where have you been? If it's... Did you
On
not
the
see how
road.
dark it got and all the... Just... It was terrible.
It's just a little cloudy.
Huh.
To answer your other question, we departed a couple of weeks ago from Passage.
A couple of weeks ago. Interesting.
Is it weeks? Oh, did it
Sure.
actually take?
I don't
I
know.
think it was like 2-ish weeks, maybe. It took us a long time,
It's been a
especially
bit.
with the detour into the
Yeah.
woods.
With stopping and in the middle of nowhere to do research for a while and then taking a long detour. Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
True.
Yeah.
There's been some detours.
Well, it's I suppose it's not been particularly pleasant weather for travel. I imagine that would slow you down a lot. I've never seen a vehicle like this before. Does this handle the snow all right?
Handled everything.
Interesting. Well, just precaution, you understand, but somebody who managed to travel through the long shadows, I just need to be extra careful. We weren't expecting anyone to coming this way today. If you don't mind, we'd like to just inspect your vehicle.
I find
I
that
cast Shatter on him.
What, if I may ask as well, what are your business with two large instruments of war like that following you?
we found them.
Yeah, they attacked us on the way here, and we figured out how to repair them and make them do whatever we want.
We'll keep them outside of your city.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
We would not want them causing any trouble.
He doesn't seem to entirely believe you that you found them and fixed them, but he's happy to have them stay out of the town either way. Oh, very well. And he'll kind of raise a hand up and give a sign, and a couple guards will come out and begin overlooking the vehicle. If you could all just step out for a moment, please.
Of course, officer.
Okay.
Easily done.
All right.
How many are there in a 20-foot radius?
Once they start looking at the cart, about 4. Once they get to the cart. There are then 2 guards at the gate still.
Just a random question. No reason.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
asking.
Just gotta get your accurate theater of the mind, I get it.
Yeah. I just
Can-
want to
can
know
I get,
how
like-
many felonies I could commit simultaneously.
What was that in the
Well,
cart?
are they like? Do they have like malicious intent, or like are they looking to like pin something on us, or are they just trying to be careful?
Roll me insight.
They're guards.
Whoa, my love.
24.
Just because they're guards
I think
Doesn't-
that does make them criminals.
doesn't mean they're good.
All right, 24 you
Hey,
said?
Gab.
All cops are bastards.
And demonetized.
All right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, as if this was ever monetized, right? Uh,
I didn't know
So-
that gets
Not bots, right?
you notice that the 4 guards that were sent out to investigate your vehicle look pretty nervous, Nakara. They're maintaining their composure
Okay.
all right, but there's definitely a bit of nervous energy to them. The man at the gate who's been talking to you also seems a bit nervous. They all seem a bit thrown off by somebody arriving so soon after the long shadows with instruments of war in a very large wagon.
Could it be the Warforged Titans? You never know.
Yeah, 2 15-foot tall giant metal monstrosities. Yeah.
We're probably a pretty intimidating looking group with 2 really good mechanics. So,
But who would be more intimidating? Us coming out with a tank and weapons of war, or someone just walking out like it was nothing?
Good question.
It's a good point.
It's a good question, yeah. How did you make it through? Do you not see these things? Like,
don't worry about it.
What couldn't we make it through with those things? Like, geez.
Very well.
We're about to find out.
You may enter the city. I hope your stay in Lathlir is pleasant. And again, apologies for the delay. And the guards will stand aside.
no apology needed. It is acceptable.
Glad to hear it.
Alright, I'll just walk back in the cart and ride out the rest of the way. Well, actually, do we want to park the cart outside of the city?
It would
stay with the Titans that way.
probably be for the best.
We don't need an inn. We can just park out here.
That's fair.
If we call over the guard, can we ask to do that? And
Or like ask for a
I'll-
location. Yeah.
Do you call
like-
them over?
well, first I want to do we want to just try to offer the guard some gold, like just to ingratiate ourselves?
That's okay. So first of all,
That's called
What?
bribery.
first of
not.
all,
It's called public tax.
shut the fuck up.
That's called bribery.
Hey, they're nervous. Soothe their nerves. Give them gold.
Give them alcohol. Come on.
Oh, that works too.
We don't have any alcohol. We left all of Makarith's alcohol behind.
We've gone
Actually,
over
I think
this.
I think I had a 6er. Let me check.
Yeah,
Well,
do I-
we're at a city, so I'm gonna go find a bar.
We also went over this. You guys have an alchemy
no.
joke. I believe the canon is that you guys have been using the alchemy joke constantly for alcohol as needed. So
Oh yeah, like wine and beer. Yeah.
Yeah, wine.
We also have a crate of blood gin, right? We could give them some of
I
that.
ain't drinking that. No, Lord,
Oh.
no.
Jordan,
Mm.
I have a small vial in my inventory.
Oh boy. Is it from like 9 months ago? Like
I think it's from the no. I think it's from the forest. I think it's from the witch's cabin.
I don't think you found the only loot that was in the witch's cabin was the whip.
I have a small vial I've acquired since we left Passage.
Small vial acquired
Small
since you
vial.
left Passage. What the
This
fuck?
is gonna be an interesting one.
I'm concerned about the
Did
content.
you take a sample of something? Like I don't know.
No, I didn't take a sample of anything.
I could see it being tea, but we haven't dealt with that many liquids since passage.
Yeah, I just have small vial.
What the
Does it tell me
fuck?
when I added it? No. I don't know. All right, we'll look at that
We'll
later.
figure that out later. Yeah, it's probably something, maybe nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
it was
saw
on.
like, ooh,
Maybe it
what's
was on
this?
that necromancer's body or something, and I forgot to have you guys identify it and forgot all about it. But that could
Same.
be. Anyways.
Just will walk up to the guard.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes. We would like to park our cart as well as all the titans outside the walls, so we make the least disturbance. Where should we go for that?
Well, you're right that you might not find many places in town that could support you parking such a large vehicle in them. Well, if you just run it down the wall a bit north, we can keep watch over it from the wall, I suppose, if that works for you.
That works for me. We'll
Can
go
you promise
say.
Secure?
I think.
What was
I
that?
think security will be our job, Faye.
Well, we'll. I mean, we have patrols along the wall. I can't promise we'll, any special treatment. But if we happen to notice anything, it'll be right there.
We can handle it.
Very well.
Alright.
We've handled multiple assassination attempts and fireballs inside of that thing.
Yeah, it's fine. We
That's
scrub
true.
we scrub the char off, and it's like nothing ever happened.
What is it even made of? Is it like wood or metal?
Both.
Plastic.
It's a mixed construction of wood and metal, but most of the central components are like wood beams and whatever else, and iron shod, so they're tougher. Like, so it's a lot of reinforced material.
Okay.
We gotta
Um,
install a security system on that boy.
I just had a thought. What if we install a battering ram?
Wait, but there's, like,
you
people
happen to have that thought right now outside the city gate? Yeah, just
I
happen.
literally I was like, what if we just ran this thing full speed into some city gates? Like,
It would
All
have
right.
to go in front of the horses,
Bulldozer.
which
All
would
right.
be interesting.
let's take it up to an open spot outside the walls.
All right, it doesn't take you guys very much time. They just want it like a little bit out of the way of the gate, and it's off into the snow, which adds a little bit of time to the process, a little bit of difficulty, but that's an easy enough thing for you guys to accomplish.
I mean, if our artificers just wanted to use a flamethrower to melt the snow to get out of the way, because he's too
That's-
tired for this bullshit.
Because that's not intimidating to the city.
Oh no!
Oh, you're right.
We don't
I
have
wouldn't
a
even think of that.
but I can learn flame arrows.
No one's got like burning hands or something.
Or pyrotechnics.
You know I got
could do
fireballs.
pyrotechnics.
Ooh, wall of fire to make a long path.
All right.
It's actually really good.
Entire conversations out loud.
Doing none of this.
Okay.
No,
I was about
alright.
to ask
We'll
if any
stop.
of this would actually happen.
No.
How high
Let's
level
move
of a
on.
spell do you need to
We
make
go in
it
the city. We should probably find, I don't know, some more supplies and then be on our way.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yes, maybe take a day, supply up, and then we move on.
Sounds good. So as you guys enter the city gates, you're immediately greeted by a very familiar sight, a Gold Dragon Inn on the side, right by the entrance. Because, of course, it's, what innkeep would not take that opportunity?
Location. Now let's park in their parking lot.
Indeed. As noted before, though, that's actually one of the shorter buildings in the town, and some of the others are, kind of like wizard towers from Harry Potter-esque, with just strange architecture and stuff that just kind of works. Seems like the rest of this area that you're in right now is mostly residential. Although you can see down the road ahead of you, there is somewhat of an opening, kind of here, and some sort of large building there that seems to tower above most of the others in the area, even though the others are pretty tall.
Is the residential area still very tall?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like I said, it seems like a lot of small buildings just kind of stacked on top of each other, and they just, doesn't seem like they should be standing.
I see.
This makes sense a little bit. They could not go out, so they went up.
What time of day is it? We've been traveling.
At this point, it's, I guess I can advance the actual in-game clock to 3 p.m.
Whoa. Alright.
3 p.m. Plenty of time to shop.
Oh, yeah. You guys were a little bit less than a day's travel to Lafayette when we ended.
Yeah.
And we're leaving here tomorrow, right?
I would think so, right? Unless we find some amazing plot that we have to uncover. Then that's it.
Unless there is a vampire under the city being summoned. Yes.
God,
Yes.
when do you close the gates around here?
Well, honestly, we try to keep them open at all hours if we can. Past few nights have been a bit of an exception, but, Orient carriages come through here all the time in the middle of the night, so we want to be ready for them.
Thank you.
Of course.
Alright, let's go take a look around.
Alright. So where would you guys like to check for first? You looking for any particular type of district?
Red light.
Free magic items.
Oh,
Well-
that district. Yes, of course.
I need to find another Sybaris shard so that Nala and Faye can, not have terrible nightmares next time this kind of shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you
I
guys
like
be
the sound of that.
headed off to the market district, you'd find that pretty easily. It would be kind of this section of the map here.
Mhm.
Which, just by following the roads naturally, you'd eventually start to see market stalls followed by larger buildings with lots of, big signs that very easily indicate that this is the market district. And, these different stores sell their different specialties. So, Nakarth, if you're looking for Sybaris Dragon Shards, and these are intended for Dream Keys, yes?
Yes.
So that'll be for each key you want to prepare to make, that'll be 50 gold pieces worth of Sybaris Dragon Shards.
Okay, let me double. How much do I have? I don't know. Ooh, 96.
Ooh.
I've got
Alright, do
32
we
gold.
still
You can
need
have
to
the
make
other 4. I don't need it.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so that covers that.
Yeah.
It's easy enough to find in this area. The Dragon Shards
We
you
have a
need...
shitload of party puns, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
The Dragon Shards you need aren't of a particularly rare variety. You don't need very large ones. You just need a tiny bit so you can make a trinket out of them. It's not difficult to find.
Mhm.
So you're able to track that down pretty good. Anyone else looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, Karak would have gone with Nakarak because he's getting something in a similar vein.
Okay.
He wanted to get a 50 GP worth of Dragon Shard Dust. Eberron Dragon Shard Dust.
That's easily findable as well.
Alrighty.
I would like to see where the dealers in illegal goods are chilling.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
I can't remember if I'm good at those. Oh, I'm excellent at those. Let's go.
Do we want the dust of disappearance?
Excellent.
So Leroy goes walking off into some alleys and just doesn't come back out for a while. And you don't really find anything, Leroy. It's just a bunch of alleyways, and it's far too cold for anybody to be out in the alleyways at the moment, but that's the only place you checked, so...
Oh, I totally thought he was gonna get jumped. In
Oh, no.
Are you trying to get stabbed, Leroy? Because that's how you get stabbed.
Seems like at this time of you gather that at this time of the year, all of the shady business happens indoors.
All right, guys. I think this might be a great place to unload some of what we have, our goods.
We have this item called the dust of disappearance. Do we want this in our inventory or do we want the money for it?
Yeah, unlikely to
would
use that,
need-
right? I mean, we've got multiple people who can make us.
I think we have plenty of magic.
I think so.
Money is good.
Money good, magic cheap.
Faye's good at money.
Yeah, sell it Faye.
You know what we can get more magic with? Money.
Well, why keep our current magic when we could get money to get new magic?
Yeah.
Bonk.
Get cooler magic.
True. Just trading up. I'm hesitant to try and roll, but could we try and find a magic items dealer?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's there. There does appear to be specifically a branch of House Cannith here in town. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of competition for them in town, but hey, they're present. So you could probably buy things there or have them commissioned if you're willing to wait.
I'll point it out to Faye and Drost. You might be able to sell it
Alright.
there.
Just let's go.
All right. Just Faye and Dross going to the magic item shop?
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
Art will go to.
Okay, how about I ask this then? Is anyone not going to the magic item shop?
Oh, I don't.
Milos is not.
Oh, I'll go.
What are you doing
Guys,
instead,
we're all-
Milos?
I've still got some shopping to do.
Okay, fair enough. So we'll get back to you in a second then.
Wait, are we offloading goods now or later? Assuming we're not selling the drugs now, but what about like?
Oh, we're offloading legal or legal adjacent magical goods right now.
Nice. Did we want the? As I rummage through my inventory to find it. I have the adamantine whatever.
Plate, hammer.
No, well I don't have the plate because we didn't go back for
You
it.
had like a chain shirt? or
Chain
something?
shirt.
Yeah.
Chain shirt. Medium armor, chain shirt. And I have that of full adamantine. Do we want the adamantine for something, or should we sell that?
Not right now, but in the future, I was planning on making a some breastplate for myself with the adamantine, if that's all right.
All right, I'll save that. Just checking. Oh, I have a spare shield I don't need. I'd probably try to sell that.
Okay. Would you try to sell that, or will you have one of your party members try to sell it
I'd
for
hand
you?
it to Faye. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check then, Faye, if you agree to this.
Sure do.
I have 5 daggers.
So, you guys kind of go through some of the market stalls and things that are still open despite the weather. A lot of them are selling random trinkets, odds and ends. Some of them are selling more mundane equipment, things like that, that people might need, especially during this, you know, the time of year where people are afraid of the shadows. And you find a stall that does appear to be selling mostly armor, though nothing fancy as plate or chain or anything like that. It's mostly leathers and, you know, the simple armor. But they do have shields, and upon inspecting the shield for a bit, you manage to convince them that it may be used, but you know, it could still be sold for full price. So you guys managed 10 gold pieces off that.
Nice.
Nice. I will mark down 10 gold.
No, it's no painting money.
It's not painting money.
Nothing's painting money.
I get a sense that maybe painting money won't hold a candle to bludgeon money, but also bludgeon money is kind of hard to obtain.
It's
To
my true
explain.
Well, everything we have is dubiously legal in the first place.
Ah,
Right, of
At least in
conquest.
terms of acquisition.
Is this party's true goal just to see how many digits of party funds you guys can reach?
oh,
It
please.
is now.
I'm so in for this numbers game.
Actually, no. My goal is to reach the highest number of digits required to describe the number of digits.
Okay, perfect.
It'll probably be 2.
I'm I'm gonna craft that very rare barrier tattoo and then just lose all sense of meaning. That's been my end game all along.
It's a good ass tattoo. All right. Anything else you guys are trying to sell at the moment? Specifically, more mundane stuff, because we can get into magic stuff. You're more likely to sell that as you are entering House Cannith. Or House Cannith's local branch.
I have 5 daggers and a suit of leather armor. Also a crossbow.
Okay. All of that's pretty cheap stuff. You'd probably be able to offload to these stalls here. So, Leroy, you can make that check, or you can offload that persuasion check to somebody else, if you're willing to let somebody else take over.
Ooh, let me contribute to that, and I'll do it.
I'll just say one check for the lump sum of those things, just selling a bunch of stuff.
All right, but wait, add 2 daggers, crossbow bolts, and a light crossbow.
Okay, we'll just sell a whole load of weapons to some weapon salesman here.
It's like, we've had this shit for a long time, and it's still mint, so...
It'll be Jerry's used weapons emporium.
Yeah, exactly.
Lightening the backpack. All right, shall I do my thing?
Yes, please.
Be persuaded.
All right,
Wow.
so I'll say full
Nice.
price again selling stuff. So just sell stuff. If you're exchanging items, just delete them from your inventory and add the exact same gold value as they're worth. Should be listed there.
That's a strong 36 golds.
All
And
right.
it's not in my inventory anymore. What's up?
No longer have to worry about the weight.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep 1 dagger just in case I need to cut someone. 34
Yeah.
golds.
That's real.
Okay, so into the magic item shop.
Yeah. Oh, leather armor. Forgot about that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, we got shop music.
There we go. I think, kinda. There we go. Sure, that'll work. So, the outside of this building is similar to the other ones you guys have encountered in other towns. It's got kind of the motif of gears and stuff on the outside, and again, there are windows through which you can see magic item crafting and perhaps magic item experimenting going on through them. By the signs of flashes of light, bits of smoke coming out here and there, chaotic things like that. But the doors are they appear open, though they are closed at the moment to keep the cold out. There is a sign that says that it is currently open.
Should have someone just stand in the doorway.
And upon entering, you guys see rows of shelves kind of in front of you, more like stands and displays, but they have multiple levels to them. They appear to be pretty finely crafted to be able to hold things up of significant weight without taking up much of your viewing angles on the items they display, and a counter in the back with a wall behind the counter with a bunch of different weapons and things hanging from the wall. On some of the shelves directly in front of you, you see things that look like coins in a way, but kind of larger than any coin you've seen before. Interestingly enough. As I mentioned, the weapons in the back already. There's a few pieces of armor here and there, but they don't look anything out of the ordinary. And, yeah. A few jars and vials, things of that nature as well. Just a pretty wide assortment of things here. At the back, standing at the counter, far too high for what you'd expect, is a gnome sitting there. But you imagine he's standing on something or sitting on something at the moment, because his feet definitely wouldn't be touching the ground based on how high his head is at the moment. Yes, hello, welcome. If you have you have House Kenneth business, I can assist you with that and get you in contact with whoever you need. Or if you're here to buy, we have plenty of things on display here, and I can help you with anything if you need to find something particular.
Are you looking to buy, sir?
Well, House Kenneth prides itself more on the things we make and sell, but if you're looking to buy something yourself, we may be able to make a trade to knock some price off things.
Interesting. We'll keep that in mind, won't we?
Yes.
All right. Let me see. Do you have any sort of, defense boosting items for a mage such as myself? I'm feeling frail out there, and we all know, want to stay alive.
Something to help you avoid harm without requiring a lot of strength, yes?
Correct.
Well, I get you some enchanted bracers for that, I suppose, but we'd have to make that a commission. That might take a bit of time.
Now, I currently have, in lore explained that I have a +2 AC bracers of defense, and say, can you do anything better than that here?
No, unfortunately not. That is indeed the enchantment I was describing. Let's see, other things. That tends to be one of our more popular items.
I see.
I'm not sure. There are many things we've sold, things since the war, that have gotten kind of a bit of a surplus, but I'm not sure how particularly useful they'd be to this case. If you'll come back to this corner here, there's, even before this gnome finishes saying his sentence, you see what appear to be just a set of metal lungs. They just look like the organ directly, but they do appear to be made of pure iron. And they have, a few runes and stuff etched over them. So, these, when you attune to them, they actually work their way into your body and replace your own lungs and make you immune to all sorts of poisonous gases and the like. So a bit of a defensive option, but I'm not sure that that's quite what you're going for.
Disturbing application aside, no, I don't think that's
Yeah.
what I need now. But
Like I said, used a lot in the war. It's very helpful to have soldiers just immune to all forms of poison gas, as you can imagine. But yes, I assume there's other solutions to that problem. I could perhaps find you an arcane focus that could give you resistance against certain types of magic, if you don't already have one.
I'm all set on focuses. I think let's look to my companions. What are you out looking for?
I was gonna say, you just see Kara kind of just looking around. I'm just curious. What is your featured items? What are your favorite things here?
Well, one of my personal favorites is a practical item, not a particularly expensive one. And it's becoming more important as things like the airships are becoming more prevalent and more popular. Those coins by the door there, as you came in, those are we call them feather tokens. A fairly recent development. If you happen to fall while this coin is on your person, it will immediately halt your descent and slow you down safely. Very handy to have if you ever happen to be high up in the air or near cliffs. Bit of an insurance policy. We also,
How much did you say that was?
those would be 50 gold pieces apiece. I know, a bit pricey for a single-use item such as that, but it's an insurance policy. It's better to spend 50 gold pieces than to die on the job.
Understandable.
We also make glamour weaves and shift weaves as needed to commission, whatever you're looking to buy there. Recent thing that, well, one of our more eccentric members was tinkering with is back in that corner there. There's a jar you'll see. And I've not used it myself, but I've heard that if you were to drink that, it would allow you to squeeze through all sorts of narrow passageways as if there were no problem. Like, even through the keyhole of a door, I've been told.
Okay, that's pretty cool. How much is that one?
Well, unfortunately, like I said, it's very rare, very new, and unfortunately not very well tested, but might be able to get you that for around 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh,
Is it a one-time use?
I'm told that it would, it's something you can do occasionally, permanently. Something like once per day until you can somehow get this out of your body.
Interesting.
Oh.
Now, sir, I know you have a good product on your hand here, but I may not look it due to my...
Can I insight for any, like, is there another side effect he's not telling us about?
Go ahead and roll it.
Hey, not 2028.
Yeah, he's definitely not telling the whole truth at the moment.
The side effect is that a whip attunes to your arm.
Yeah, I'll prod Faye with that information. He's not telling us something.
No, sir. We've been around, and I understand this is a really magnificent product you have here, but I know that this sort of thing doesn't come without a cost, and I think certainly that would knock this price down from the sum you're proposing.
Well, I said Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check. He seems to already be cracking a little bit, but let's see how much you drive it home.
I'm gonna pop this off. Fuck.
Alright. Well, there are a few side effects. He begins kind of like picking at his goatee slightly with one hand. I've heard that it causes you to occasionally vomit quite violently. I doubt it's pleasant for you or anything that gets in your way while you're doing so. And I've also heard it's quite difficult to undo the process after it's been done. That is, once you drink it and you thus attune to the item, it may take you quite a while or some extraordinary means in order to get it out of your system, and therefore unattune to it.
Now, you must include that consideration into the price, no? I mean, let's be real with each
Make
other.
me feel ill.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check, Faye, then we'll get to Laura's question. Yes, you're right. Not many people have wanted to take a look at that. We've only made one so far, if I'm being honest, and, well, the success of it has been pretty much zero. Nobody has wanted to buy something that they then have to drink and then causes them to vomit for quite a long time. So, I'll say, for the purposes of getting it off the shelf and freeing up a spot, and at least having us recoup some of our costs in creating it, 5,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
So, fellas, how you guys doing?
What do we all got for money?
Not that much in the bag.
Do we have a Telelink open right now?
I know.
Or are we just talking openly about this shit?
Telelink, yeah.
Let's see, about 2,800, 5 to
Yeah.
600. We're not really looking that flush.
I personally am willing to throw in on this, but I only have like just under 200.
I just spent the last of my gold.
Yeah, I don't think we have
Do
enough
a
even
use
with
case
people
for
putting
this?
in.
Because This is a shitload of gold, and I don't even
Yeah.
want it. I'm just flexing my persuasion muscles.
Now I will say, if we do offload the drugs,
Yeah. Crate of blood. gin.
Credo drugs, we might have the funds.
Mm,
What was
Jordan,
the
can
figure
you remind
you gave
me?
us?
Can I remind you what?
Oh, sorry, I don't want to cut 'em off. The costs of the rare and very rare barrier tokens, just barrier tattoos.
The costs of you finishing crafting them?
Of creating them once they're done. Like, yeah, the 2 tiers ahead of me, because I want to.
Let me double check that.
Expensivo.
The rare and very rare tiers?
Yeah.
The rare tier you can expect to cost you 2,000 gold pieces to complete, and the very rare you can expect to cost 20,000 gold pieces to complete.
Yeah, I'm not spending money on shit like this. Absolutely not.
all right. Interesting thought. But I don't think we need this.
How much did he offer it to us for? Sorry, I missed it.
5,000.
5
5,000.
grand.
We could probably. I mean, I don't know how much money is in this town, but we should try to sell some drugs tonight.
Ooh, I have me an idea though. What if we flip it? I've got the price down. We could sell this somewhere else for more money. This is my trade. Okay. All right, we want to gamble on this, and someone can use it in the meantime.
We don't have.
We can't buy it at 5K right now.
No.
I have a grand.
You have a what? You have a grand?
Yeah.
I
72.
still honestly don't think we can buy it, even with
That's
you
okay.
having a grand.
Because that's 3,843 plus. I've got like 2 silver.
Yeah, this isn't the time. I agree. Let's
Yeah, let's
leave
see if we can sell some drugs maybe, and then we'll come back to this.
We're interested, but we may have to secure additional funds first.
Well, you mentioned having things to perhaps sell, yes? Is there anything particularly valuable that you might offer in trade? Knock some coins off the price?
Well, we've got these gems, and I've got this
All right.
arm scimitar that I never use anymore from the wall.
I see.
It's a Halloween event.
Well,
Would we be rolling individually for these? Because I can also throw in Eyes of Charming.
okay.
Um,
Go through things here real quick. So that would be an arm blade scimitar you had, Leroy?
Yeah.
And the Eyes of Charming. Trying to double check that I have all these tabs open. Okay. Well, the arm blade would certainly knock a few coins off the price. But I'll be honest, it may be a drop in the bucket on a purchase like this. These glasses here, the Eyes of Charming are quite a bit more, but I'm not sure how much money you need in order to complete a purchase like this.
Alright, guys, we're waiting for.
I have the bag of tricks that I never use.
I think I could knock off about 400 gold pieces for the Eyes of Charming. About 30 for the arm blade.
Bag of tricks. I think it's a tan bag of tricks.
I apologize. I think. Oh,
What about the dusted disappearance?
Oh, yeah, we've got that.
I could
The dust
probably.
of deliciousness.
Would you actually show him the bag of tricks?
Yeah.
I could probably knock off around 300 gold pieces for that.
I think that's all I really
I'm
got.
sorry.
Well,
I think we need to just keep this on the back burner for now. We'll be in town sometime. So
Fair enough.
if
Like to take a look around for anything else while you're here? and try to perhaps recommend some things that are of, a more budget-friendly nature.
You don't have a team of engineers who could perhaps attach a less magical version of my arm, which I let float off and come back.
What is it?
Just because it takes some effort to
Yeah,
keep it attached.
Somewhere else.
Replacement limb, yes?
Yeah, I mean, I've got this one, but of course it's
Yeah.
the taxing drain.
Unfortunately, any such limb would require a bit of a taxing drain, unless it was your original Warforged limb. We could see if we could find just... If we can remove that limb from you and just try to put you through a standard repair process, if that's what you're looking for.
Well, yeah, that would be fine. I mean, I've got this. I've just been meaning to find a more permanent replacement.
Right, but do you want something that can still be removed to put that limb back at a later time, or do you want, like you said, a permanent solution that wouldn't leave the option of you putting that fancier limb back on?
Oh, the second one. Although perhaps something that I could upgrade in the future would be nice. I've been meaning to understand whatever enchantment is on this. I sort of tap my staff on the ground, and try to integrate it with here.
Tricky business that, yes. Well, unfortunately, I think we could certainly find someone who could find you a replacement arm that'd be more permanent, but it would then be another process again to have it safely removed and replaced with your fancier arm again. Future.
Of course.
Any easily detachable arm would unfortunately pose at least something of a taxing nature on your magical essence.
This makes sense. I understand. What would the time frame for the standard arm repair be?
Well,
it's been a while.
To be honest with you, I'd have to track down a specialist. But I'd imagine once he was here, not more than a few days. I'm sure it would just be a matter of finding spare parts, unless you want something tailor-made to a specific look. It may look out of place if it's not, the exact same type of metal you're made of and such. But I guess that's up to you. If you want to get super specific and have it to be very well integrated with your body, then it would take a bit more time and a bit more money, unfortunately.
All right. DM.
Yes.
Am I a specialist on this? I am a repair bot.
Yes. You were a repair bot, but for completely reconstructing something that has been removed.
Sure.
I'm not no on
bending
that.
Stuff back into shape.
Yeah, you've got robot first aid basically, not robot regrow a limb.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be such a baby. Just go back.
Yeah. You're very rough combat medic history, and not even very nice first aid. Just the hit the robot with a hammer and it'll work better, kind of.
Exactly. That thing is warped. I'll hit it.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, if it's going to be a longer process, perhaps I'll wait until we have some more time. We're just passing through, you see.
I see. Yes, of course. I'm sorry we can't be of more assistance on that. As I'm sure you understand, it's been difficult to get that kind of industry going in the only 4 years we've had since, our society looked at your kind entirely differently, and I apologize again for that.
No, it's a growing process. We're developing.
Oh shit.
Dross would also be kind of strolling around, just shopping.
Okay.
Is there anything armory or hammery looking?
There are some weapons hanging on the wall at the back, and a few sets of this looks like some kind of leather armor and some kind of half plate. Yeah. So there are weapons at the back. It does look like there's a hammer hanging there.
Ooh, what kind of hammer?
How big?
Yeah, how big is this hammer?
It looks like it's a war hammer.
So tiny.
I'll probably pick it up for like 10 seconds or so, 15 seconds, look it
Imagine
over.
Drost leaning over the counter to reach behind the counter to grab the thing hanging on the wall.
Oh, it's behind the counter?
Yes.
Oh.
You still do it though.
I mean, you are. I doubt this small gnome would interject very much.
Maybe not. It's got some sense of propriety.
Hmm.
Alright. I'll just eye it from far away and try to determine if it's, I don't know, anything special.
Okay. This hammer does look pretty unique from what you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It the color scheme of it is very silver and gold, and kind of pieces of the gold seem to almost be shaped sort of like flames in a way. Almost like kind of very like sun motif around it.
Oh. I'll probably point and say, "May I look at that?"
Oh, yes, you may. I apologize, but if you could just... I'm not quite strong enough to lift that one, but if you can grab that from
Now
very
he'll
well.
now I'll lean over and pick it up.
Yes, thank you. So it has some pretty good heft to it, and as you swing it around, it seems to... You can tell it's very magic just by how it has kind of that lightsaber-like hum as you kind of swing it through the air a little bit. Just kind of that faint... It's got enough energy to it that it's just noticeable at the first touch of it.
This is interesting. What is this?
Well, that... I believe it's... forgive me, I'm not very well versed in how one uses a hammer besides just hitting things with it, but I believe the enchantments are tuned so that you're a bit more accurate with it, does a bit more damage. Though more so than most of our more basic enchanted weapons. And I believe you're able to throw it around, and it like causes big explosions on impact, and then returns to you.
Oh, rubba bubba.
Of course, I immediately like the sound of it, which means it's likely it's expensive.
Well, actually, fortunately, a bit less expensive than the previous item, but still, yes, not particularly budget-friendly. For that, we'd offer it for you at a standard rate of about 4,000 gold pieces.
We might be able to come up with that one.
Drost will unsheath his greatsword from his back a tiny bit.
What if I trade it for this? And some money, of course.
Is that a +1 greatsword?
Yeah.
Would you like put it on the counter?
Oh yeah, he'll
Okay.
realize that the gnome can't.
Yeah, he's kind of like adjusting his spectacles a bit and can't quite get a view at it. He kind of like, he can't lift it, but he's kind of like tilting it a little bit and spinning it around and like kind of looking at the edges and stuff. Yes, the enchantment on this would knock, I'd say we can... it can knock about 500 gold pieces off the cost.
Faye, do your thing.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm here.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I wasn't admonishing. No, sir, we are very interested in this, but as with before, you know, we're travelers. We went through intense hardship on our way here, and we can only spare so much in order to keep going, but this would go a great deal to helping us, and you know, I don't mean to be self-aggrandizing, but we do a lot of good for the region as we travel, and if there's any sort of special discount you could give us towards this to maybe with the hammer get us down to 2,000 gold or close to it, we would be truly so grateful. And if there's any good we could do to the community along with that, do let us know.
Make me a persuasion check.
Let me hit it.
Ooh, could be a juicy one.
I'm gonna use my glamour weave once a
Okay.
day ability.
I forget what the pattern of your glamour weave is, but as a
It's 1d4.
what the visual pattern of it that you ordered was, but the pattern
It's like
sort
a
of
shimmering orange and sunset.
gotcha. Okay, so the pattern kind of animates while you use this ability to give you more of like a presence. So that's why I bring it up. All right, so yeah, another D4.
Chaotic Poor Judgment Eric would like to remind you we have fate points.
Nope.
We do.
No.
I mean, you guys do. I don't have them.
Don't we also have Flash of Inspiration?
That's a good
Oh
point.
my god, I'm sorry. What's the notation here?
Flash of Genius.
Can
We
you
do
do
have
that then?
a genius. Yeah, any
I
check.
got you. So that's a +2.
Is Flash of Genius a visible effect?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
It's-
I think it's like a hey, you can do it this way, and it would be better.
It's like
like
casting
regrets.
guidance on yourself when you're trying to persuade someone of something.
Let me double check the feature. I don't think it's visible.
Yeah, I've always seen it as like a brainwave.
I always imagined it as like it's
a verbal.
like using their smarts to like tell them like explain a way that they could do it better to like get a bonus or something, or like they notice something that would give them an advantage.
Yes, redeploying.
Okay, so who's using Flash of Genius? We'll start there. And then
I'm
we'll
not
get
in the shop, so it's
Okay.
not up to me.
There you go.
Start.
Okay, Karek, how do you use your genius to inspire faith here? I have an idea, but I want to hear if you have one first.
You do have mental link.
We do have the mental link.
We
that's
do
true.
have.
Is this on persuasion for like the hammer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, you know, I could probably make one better. It's okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'll
the
allow
flex.
it. That'll work. So that adds +4. Yeah, is that your int mod?
Yeah, +4.
Which
Okay.
would put us up to 21 total.
21 indeed. So he kind of looks back and forth at you, Karek, and back to Faye, and down at the hammer, and the great sword on the table. Well, we don't get much business this time of year.
I got
And-
one. I got one.
You're new here in town, yes? It seems I've never seen you around here before, so I can only imagine that
I'm
you
new in
traveled
town.
here.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry.
I was
New
thinking
in
it too. I was just pushing it back. Okay. Where was I? Damn it.
I'm homeless. I'm new in town.
All right. So I can only
I'll
imagine
stop.
you traveled through the long shadows, and I imagine that means you're telling the truth when you say you do good for the realm. So, let's say, with the greatsword as trade-in, 2,800 gold pieces.
I'm so into that price out of character. I will throw 300 at it, so that's my
45 meters to the.
that's what I
Alright.
got.
We can take the 2,500 out of party funds.
If everybody's cool with that.
We do
Yeah,
have
I
a pile
don't
of
have a
gems
problem
too,
with
right?
it.
We have 2,800
right.
party funds and the 500 to 600 gems. So
Put the plates on.
it would be 25 from the party, 2,500 party funds and 300 of my own.
I mean,
And then
that's
we
what
have
money's
to find a
there for,
place to sell the gems.
If no one has any problems with that, I say
Yeah.
we do it.
Do
We'll
it.
all have our party fun moments. Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah. And you know, we may refresh that very quickly.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a deal then, yes?
That works for me.
Okay, very well. You guys start lifting out bags of coins, just set them on the table, just pounds and pounds of money you're putting on the counter. So he kind of slides the great sword off the counter, and it kind of it's heavy, so it hits the floor pretty hard, and he kind of drags it to the wall and leans it up against the wall.
Would you like me to put that up for you?
Actually, yeah, if you could put that right where the hammer just was,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just lift it up easily.
Yes, thank you. And as you do that, he starts to cast some sort of spell. And after a moment, it looks like sort of a few different mage hands appear by the bags of money and just kind of very quickly, so fast you can't even hardly see the coins moving through the air, they're counting up all the coins. Just a
Nice.
little spell I made for such an occasion. As you can imagine, it tends to slow down business if you sell a lot of high-value items.
That is quite a nice trick.
Yeah, well, thank you. Hope you enjoy your purchase. Is there anything else you were looking to get while you're here?
Give me scrolls.
Fortunately not a specialty of this location, no. Yeah, we tend to sell more concrete items, although we may have some potions of interest if you're looking for other items of that nature.
Any interesting ones?
Well, you've already gone through the most interesting one, I would say. But we have health potions if you'd like things of that nature.
Those never hurt, but I do believe we're pretty out of gold. Unless we're trading gems now.
If anyone glances,
Personal cash? Not a ton.
Oh, I got nothing.
I mean, I certainly don't think we should be recreationally purchasing after that, unless someone really needs something.
if anyone glances back, they'll see Dross kind of testing the weight of the hammer and slapping it into his hand a little bit.
Does it explode?
I can't wait.
I'm alright.
Alright, very well.
Cannibalize that into your massive hammer. No.
Hey, maybe. Be a worthy
Maybe.
sacrifice. Maybe I can study its properties and increase my research. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Alright. Well, it's very good doing business with you all. Thank you again, as he starts to kind of lift the bags of money into the back room. Some of the bags of money are just as large as him.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Alright,
All
so
right.
Drost, you may add I think I closed the tab by mistake. I believe it was called the Sun Forger.
Sun
Oh, hey,
Forger?
that's from Magic.
Oh yeah, that's
is indeed.
that's the magic card. It's
Yep.
a really
You wanna
good
equip it
Boros.
to cast a instant sorcery for your deck, CMC 2 or less.
Oh,
And for those of
Great
you,
Boros
Oh.
staple.
it's essentially a +2 Warhammer that doubles as a fireball.
20-foot radius sphere, DC 15.
Yep, it takes an action for you to call it back to you, but I mean, even if you only use it once per combat, just chucking a fireball at somebody is pretty good.
It sure is.
Fireball is someone running away.
My God, this is amazing.
When you plan on wrapping that up?
Nice.
All right, there's Drost's big party fund moment. Bless.
All right.
That is okay. I'm happy.
So, Milos, what were you shopping for? So you went shopping as well, I believe.
Yes, nothing too special. Just 100 gold worth of platinum and
Okay.
a bit of white cloth.
Okay. How much white cloth? Or is it just...
Like a couple feet. Nothing special.
Okay. So it takes you... Actually, make me a persuasion check as you go about this.
Oh dear, I don't have my character up. Where'd my character go? There's my character. Persuasion. Did it show up? It didn't show up. It says 21.
21, okay. So as you go about it, it takes you a few stops between a few different places to get as much platinum as you need, but you're able to find all of it, and you find it for base value. So 100 gold pieces you spend to get 100 gold pieces worth of raw platinum. So most platinum that people find gets turned either into items directly or into coins directly, but you managed to track it all down. And for the bit of white cloth, we'll just say a silver piece.
All right. And that's all my shopping.
Okay. So we'll say with everyone's shopping done at this point, we'll mark off 2 hours, including the magic item shop, and you guys have wandered around and gotten some various things from various stalls and sold a few things. So it's now about 5 p.m.
We have diamonds for revival.
Yeah, I have a revive worth of diamonds on me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Doesn't
make
that
it
be
fair.
one giant ass diamond though? Wait, I don't want
It doesn't
one
have to
diamond,
be. I
right?
think it's just got to be.
Depends on the spell, actually.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Yeah, it's
it says a
diamonds.
diamond.
Plural. No, it doesn't say. It says
Oh.
diamonds worth 300 GP.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I think,
It can be any. amount
Okay.
of
I think the higher level spells require big chunks
I
of
think
diamond.
like actually saving a person once they've been dead for a while is 1,000 gold diamonds.
Yeah.
Yes. Raised Dead, for example, 5th level, requires a singular diamond worth at least 500 gold pieces. But that one's the one that has a 10-day time limit instead of like the 30-second time limit or whatever.
BRB going shopping before I revive our dead friend.
I mean, when you have 10 days to complete the purchase,
10 days to go shopping, yeah.
as long as you guys don't spend 2 weeks traveling from one city to the next, you'll be fine.
I feel like shade's been thrown.
Sure.
Just don't know on whom.
Alright. So what else do you guys do here in Lathlier in the evening?
Drost is happily following along. He has his purchase.
He has a new toy.
I would like to find the place where there's the most illegality.
Ooh,
Going down
Crime
Oh, yeah.
Central.
Yeah. I'd like to go down by the canal and then go into the last gate all the way on the left.
What?
Facing into town.
So
Funny
Leroy's...
enough, that leads you to the guard post.
So Leroy's already gone checking, but if he wants to tell the rest of the party that is his intention, and somebody else wants to lead
I
a check,
would.
it's fine.
Wait, leave
I've
what?
already checked the alleyways.
Searching for shady business.
Okay. Could I just like take a look around with like walk around a bit with my occasionally pinging my mask to like vibe check?
A dive bar would be great.
What's a
You know.
vibe check?
You know, we'll go to a few bars and see if
People always die.
there's a particularly shady element.
Okay, I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go to bars anyway.
Roll me just an insight check at advantage.
All right.
So what picked it up last time?
Fuck. 15.
15, okay. So you guys visit a few bars here and there, and unfortunately, either you visited the wrong bars, or even with the mask's help, weren't able to detect much. The bars weren't super populated, unfortunately, and you imagine that right now,
From what I
people would
gathered,
want to blend more into a crowd than the crowds that you're seeing.
Okay. All of these establishments seem to be rather upright.
Yep.
Does anyone
know of any other signs to look for.
Are there sewers?
One of my old bosses, Uncle Casper, he was old enough. Couldn't help either way.
Sewer exploration session 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Not again.
No more sewers. Bad idea.
You guys could fight more Sahugans.
True.
Honestly, I'd be fine just killing something at this point.
Oh, there's
Are we near a
gardens
lake
right
again?
outside town.
No, we're nowhere near like this time.
I thought that's why the Sahugans existed.
I'd love
Did it?
something to try out my new toy on.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Anyone else
So we
want to try
can't
and
find
search?
anywhere. Can't find
Yes,
anywhere
another
shady.
technique.
Is there a bounty board? Since Drost is so keen to kill something.
Oh yeah, let's go bandit hunting.
You didn't see one like you did in Galt before, but there was a guard post. Which, I mean, and you are familiar with at least one guard you could ask things about.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. I don't want to talk to people,
No,
but I will float that idea to other people.
You know, maybe we'll have better luck in a bigger city for selling our high value goods. I don't want to try to catch up too early.
Fair, fair.
Hopefully customs is not too thorough at the gate.
Why would we worry about that?
Okay.
Oh, just because.
Well, they're in somebody's bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I assumed that
I
when the
think
guard
so, yeah.
searched your wagon earlier.
What's in the bag of holding?
I thought the
worry about
magic
it.
drugs were in somebody's bag.
Yeah,
of
don't
holding,
worry about
because
it.
there was multiple bags of holding in the party. I just forgot whose was whose.
Lots of stuff in the bag of holding. And we don't need to enumerate it.
You're up.
All right. Well, I mean, if we can't find the illegal people, do we just assume there are none? Like, there's no crime in the city?
There's crime anywhere. I come from the tiniest ass little town. There's
Crime.
there.
No
We got
crime.
drugs.
I mean, that's a fair assessment.
Nope.
The
No crime.
one music thing, I'm not even sure. It was like half art gallery. Was like so obviously selling drugs, but you know I didn't catch on because I was dumb in high school.
Everyone was dumb in high school.
You're not wrong.
I was super dumb in high school.
Kieran's still dumb.
Yeah, I am.
So where are you guys at the moment? Still at a bar, or would you be in the streets?
I think I was looking for manhole covers.
Walking
Okay,
through
in
the
the streets.
Only in alleys.
Okay. And at this point in the evening, we'll say a couple hours passed of you guys just going from bar to bar and stuff. At this point in the evening, you start to notice a few people here and there, mostly coming from the residential district, but a few from other places, just slowly walking towards the very large building in the center of town. And most people walking these paths appear to be holding candles.
Oh, this could be interesting. What if it's another ritual?
On the 26th. Do we know if this is normal?
Well, what kind of knowledge would you like to apply to it?
History?
Religion?
perhaps?
Sure. Make whatever
Religion?
check
Yeah,
you
I
feel
don't
like is
know.
applicable.
Say what?
Make whatever check you think is applicable.
Dirty 20 religion.
All right.
Yeah, I guess this would be a religious thing. I'll roll that.
I'd like to use my intimate knowledge of this town and the surrounding area.
Just roll me a flat d20, Drost.
Oh my god.
Oh, what's
Uh,
up?
Okay, so both of you so far, Nakarath and Leroy, are familiar enough with the Church of the Silver Flame that you recognize that they're probably just on their way to taking a ceremony. Not so much worship in the Church of the Flame as it is just, a gathering.
All right.
What, like a political meeting?
No, it's very much a religious meeting, but it's just the Church of the Silver Flame doesn't really pray. They don't really worship. They just follow more of a philosophical code, and they gather and they have communities based on that. They have speeches given about that, things like that. But it's not, even though it is a religion, it's more of an order than like actually following a deity.
It's a club.
Sure, they don't, like I said, they don't have an object of worship. The Silver Flame itself, and I guess with a natural 20 and a dirty 20 in there, you guys would know. They're very. They think protecting the world from evil is very important. The Silver Flame was created long ago, and was a means of stopping the overlords from invading the planet, and, well, specifically back then, actually sealing the overlords away, because the overlords were in power back then. And so, especially when Paladin Tira gave up her life to become one with the Silver Flame, that kind of spawned the church, and this very selfless order, originally, of people just trying to work against evil, and trying to be better people, and trying to, etc.
For sure. Cool.
But they... Yeah. That's what I'll say for that role. Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So we...
Oh, so it's not something exciting then, it's just boring normal worship.
Not devils this time.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with them.
Okie dokie. Then, do we have enough gold to restock back up and then move on? Or
Depends on what you're wanting to stock up on.
well, I see in the party bag it says we have 500 pounds of food. I don't know if anyone's been marking that off as we went along, or how much we started.
I assume Jordan would assign us an arbitrary cost to refill on human and animal supplies, like food and all that.
Okay. You guys have been traveling.
It's been like 2 weeks.
It's been... Oh boy.
It was 2 weeks of supplies we bought, right?
It has actually, as of today, it has been exactly 3 weeks of travel, including the stop outside of Passage.
So we bought 3 weeks of food.
Yeah, so you guys are out.
Alright, so we just ran out. Good thing we hit town. Let's refill.
Uh-oh, how much gold do we have? Oh, we have the gems.
He's starving.
I have
Food's not that expensive.
like 72 gold. That's way more money than we need.
For sure. Yeah, for food, absolutely.
I don't remember how much we spent.
Yeah,
I can't imagine we'll need more than 50 gold.
It was combined with the other shopping trip.
So we established that Leroy doesn't need to eat. That leaves 6 people consuming food and 8 horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's including Nala, he needs to eat. And the horses will eat high volume food, but low quality food.
They got the gulag at least.
So, we'll say...
Oh, nice job, dude.
7 gold per day of food you want to stock up on.
Okay.
Wow.
How much?
That's a
It's
lot.
about 150 gold. It's about 150 gold for another 3 weeks.
Yeah, 8 horses, I'm assuming, basically half cost per pound for the quality, but then they eat more food. So I'm assuming one ration per day per person and per horse as well equals 7 gold per day.
Well, horses eat like hay, and that's cheap as hell.
Yeah, cheap, but you're gonna have to have a lot of it, is what I was assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair.
Josh will pull his 10 gold out of his pocket. Catch me on the next one.
I only have 2.
I'll toss 100 gold into it.
Jesus. How
What's the
much
total?
food are we storing?
So,
I'll help us restock on food.
so that's
We're
110
talking about
gold so
70
far?
gold per week.
7 gold per day.
Oh, yeah, which is not 70 gold per week. That's 49 gold per week.
Yes.
So yeah, 150 for about 3 weeks.
Pretty much, yeah. A little into that.
Yeah.
Unless
We can
somebody,
just
negotiates a deal, but...
Oh no.
Well, how many weeks is it to...
Oh.
I'm assuming we're going to... Danthaven.
Oh.
That's another 126 miles.
Oh, but
You know what? We could get like a couple of weeks worth of food, and if we go hunting, we can space it out.
That's a good point.
True,
It
nothing
doesn't-
like just spraying bullets around.
It doesn't look like there's going to be much in the way of hunting material. It looks like it's just plains.
Hunting in the winter kind of sucks.
That too.
Yeah, all right. If we spend like just under 200 gold, we can get like a month worth of food.
Okay. Yeah, 196
Yeah, that's
for a
good
month
enough.
of food.
I'll say as well, if somebody wants to
210
haggle.
for 30 days.
Or that.
Due to the large bulk you're buying, I'll let you guys haggle on this as well.
Oh,
Ooh,
Baby.
fake it in there.
Insight, how low is he willing to go?
Sure, you know what, Nakarth, I'll let you grant Fey advantage.
Aye.
Oh god. Oh
How
yeah,
cheap
yeah.
before he's losing money.
Okay. With that, they'd offer you a month's food for 150.
Yo.
That's pretty good. I'll take that. I mean, I have to take it because I don't have money.
All right, so 100 from Carrick, and who's got the other 50?
I can kick in 50.
Oh, I was muted. We can do it 25-25 then.
Sure, yeah. Again, I have nothing really to spend money on, and I'll just use party funds when I do.
You know what? Never mind. You got the 50. Your treat. Thanks, bud.
I don't need ammo or anything.
I'm just making trinkets.
Fair.
You're
Yeah, I
making
guess I'll
beer?
probably need money eventually when I need to upgrade my staff, but
No, I'm just making Etsy trinkets for Faye and Nala.
You are blessed for it.
All right, so are you guys staying at an inn, or are you heading back outside to the cart to sleep there?
Joss will go to the cart. He doesn't need in.
Yeah, I'll go back to the cart too.
It's also 4 now.
Yeah. Don't have any money to the
Yeah,
inn.
Nakarth, you can't afford to stay at an inn.
I've got 2 silver. I could buy really cheap drinks, and that's it.
I'm gonna take Nakareth out for dinner and a drink to the end because I appreciate that he's working on my trinket.
Aww,
so sweet.
that's sweet.
Shit, you getting treated.
Fuck
He's not a
yes.
terrible person.
All right, so
Appreciate
you
it.
guys staying at the inn, or are you just going out drinking?
Let's it's cold as hell, right?
Yeah, it's the coldest time of year.
Yeah, no, we're staying at the inn. Okay.
Wonderful.
I'll stay at the inn for a night because the bus is cursed.
All right, so at the inn, they will.
Wait, fancy dinner golden dragon.
You're not staying
Oh
at the
yeah,
Gold
do they have a
Dragon?
pillar trove in this town?
Seems like if you wander around, it looks like there's a Gold Dragon Inn, like at right past the entrance of each of the 4 gates of Lathlier.
Right. Are there any like fancier ones? That's not a golden dragon.
Roll me an investigation check.
Who's the Donald Trump of this world?
I mean, the wealthiest motherfucker you've seen so far is SAO.
Ooh, 7.
Oh no.
Oh, SAO's too nice though.
Yeah, he's not the Donald Trump of the world.
Sao cares too much about the well-being of people.
So say, do you want someplace nice or basic ass golden dragon good for you?
Oh, I mean, if we can find someplace like middle scale, I mean,
Right.
yeah,
That's nice big warm bed. That's it.
that's my aim.
All right.
I have the aversion to golden
So,
dragons
in the
since we
cards-
fucked with them too much.
The card's investigation check didn't turn up too well. Faye, do you want to make one?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Magical powers of terrible investigation.
Okay, golden dragon it is.
Yeah.
There we go.
You don't see anywhere that's particularly well marked as anything. You imagine if there is a fancier inn in this town, perhaps it's more of a local secret, like a local spot, more than something that is easily accessible for those from out of town. But they have the 4 gold dragon inns very strategically positioned for all travelers. So I will say, because neither of you rolled a natural 1, you would find that the one on the eastern gate here, the northeastern gate, is at least somewhat fancier than the other 3 gold dragon inns.
Nice. Off we
All
go.
right. We'll go there.
All right. So for food and drink included and a night's stay, it would be 2 gold pieces per person.
Here we go.
Thank you.
And these are indeed nice rooms. Very, a little bit more clean than what you've seen from previous Gold Dragon Inns. Not that any of them were filthy, but they were modest, they were normal, they were plain. These seem to be at least comfortable. Easily accessible. Soft pillows, soft beds, and you don't hear any noises through the walls, anything like that. It's easy to rest. And so the 2 of you get the best night's sleep out of all of you.
Fuck yes.
Nice. Also, Nakaras, remember, don't take that gold off, because my treat.
Yeah, oh, I don't have that gold.
It's the true monk way to never have any money in your person ever.
How to get free drinks.
Do
Accept
favors.
them and don't be able to afford them.
Alright, so you guys wake the next morning without issue.
I have 5 silver.
Knock off another research.
So you have 5 silver.
Yeah.
There we go.
Is Faye still having nightmares, or are those done?
There we go.
We don't know.
All right then.
The night
I think
passes
Faye,
without
you're
issue,
still.
we'll assume.
No, you have my word that it's done. I gave my word on that.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right.
for as much as we can trust Faye,
Yes.
Got it. Something to say, boy.
All right.
We can
yeah,
trust you about
then
as far as we can throw a fireball.
I will take my key back and
Pretty fun.
add another night to my research.
Alright.
As I'm sitting there wondering how I could, I don't know, weave mithril into the robes, because that's awesome.
Yeah, you just gotta dream it up.
Mhm.
Alright. So you guys all awake the next morning. It's thankfully warmer than the days past. It's still, it's winter, but it feels like today's probably above freezing. The clouds are starting to part. The air is pretty still, and it's the nicest weather you've seen recently. Which is a pretty low bar, admittedly. So, do you guys have any more business in Latvia, or are you gonna hit the road?
I suppose we continue on.
I suppose we continue.
Yeah.
Freaking no black market activity in this town that we could find.
I mean, Maybe we're just not looking hard enough, but that's fine. We can sell our drugs somewhere else.
It's not like they go bad.
It's true.
Jordan smiles behind his monitor.
Shit, do I have my camera on?
No, you didn't turn it on.
All right. So we'll go back to this map.
Hey.
So you have no more use of Lathlayer.
Right, that's not necessarily true.
All right, so another day's travel. You guys make it.
Wait a second.
Oop.
I still hear the shot music.
Oh shit!
Oh wait,
No, I'm just kidding.
did we want to see if there was? Nah, I guess we're too late now.
Oh, he actually changed it.
I got you. All right, yeah. I mean, you've left town now. Sorry.
Alright, next time we have to see if we can find a teleportation circle so that we can go back and check on the Eldritch Groves.
Did you see our rolls? We were not finding a teleportation circle.
You're
Yeah,
right.
we ain't finding shit.
But like something to keep in mind, or the materials to be able to draw a permanent one on the cart. But good luck with that.
Fun fact, that takes a very long time.
That
Yeah.
takes a year.
And
you
a
have to spell every day.
shitload of ruby. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you
a
have
lot
to. Yeah, you have to pay the cost. It's like 50 gold pieces per day for a year to do that. Yeah, it's rough.
A year? Ouch.
Yeah,
Holy
It's an
shit.
investment.
there's a reason they're well protected in towns.
Yep. Next time we find a Orion house, we should see if they've got one.
That's 18,250 gold pieces, in case anyone was wondering.
Or
Lovely.
I'm hoping one vial of blood gin.
If that's one blood vial, do you wish you hadn't drank half of one?
You know, it's
Ooh.
research and development.
Yes, makes sense. Makes sense.
We wouldn't know what it was if I hadn't drank 9,000 gold worth of it.
All right. Well, this day of travel passes pretty uneventfully. It's, like I said, the most pleasant day of travel you've had so far. There's no wind, there's no snow. It's just the open plains and the sunlight, which, admittedly, after you've been used to the dark for so long, the sun glaring off the snow probably is the only unpleasant part of the day. You guys can mark off another day of downtime.
All right.
And so I'll assume the normal ritual of setting up camp and taking watch.
We're up to 40%, boys. 40%.
Nice.
We're gonna have the biggest hammer.
Wait, did we just get more downtime?
1 day of
Yeah.
travel, so 1 day of research downtime. Yep. Or easy crafting downtime.
Oh, wait, shit.
Oh, you'd be fine
Right.
for the dream key thing. I think that's it's like it's a common item. I think that's easy.
Yeah.
You guys might have to settle in somewhere if you want to start crafting the things you're researching, but you can make a lot of research progress during this time.
Yeah, I'm happy with research progress.
Am I able? So I would not be able to do bag of holding crafting.
Is that
Can
uncommon?
anyone? Sorry, can anyone help me with the dream key?
Nope.
Because it's only like 4 days, so I don't know. Please.
I'm too greedy.
Alright, fine.
I'm helping Drost at the moment. How urgent is the dream key?
I mean,
Not-
I guess not anymore. I would just like to be able to get back to my dream robes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well,
How many?
Alright.
the same as another.
How many bags of holding do we have in the party?
I don't think I've given you guys any, but I believe both artificers infused one at one point. So if you've both got those still, you've both got those still.
Yeah, I still have mine infused right now. I was just thinking of getting rid of it.
Gotcha. That's uncommon.
Yeah, I've started to craft like in uninfused one, but
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna say that'll be difficult while you're traveling, but I will say once you reach next level and you're able to craft uncommon and common items super easily, that'll be fine while you travel. So at this point, you might have to stop in somewhere if you want to make more progress actually leading that. Yeah, just bumps in the
Gotcha,
roads
I'll
and
just-
stuff are a bit of a disruption to more complicated enchantment.
Alrighty.
All right. And obviously, you can't like smith anything on the road, things like that. So just to make it fair.
Well, we do have the gloves.
That's true, but it might be difficult to get a working smith on the road and have it work evenly in motion.
This sounds easy. Shock absorbers.
Maybe a future enhancement to the vehicle. We'll see. But for now, no.
That was not a no.
So that day passes
All right.
uneventfully.
Actually,
Is Leroy
Can I-
taking watch? Oh, sorry, what?
sorry, I just had a spur of the moment idea. Could I spend my downtime researching how I might make this thing amphibious?
Sure. Just start a new downtime thing, and I'll work out the time limit on it later, or the duration.
Sounds
of it.
good.
Yes, I will do the thing. And I
Alright.
will research during the night.
So one check using the shields, just a normal check.
Yep. Boom. I've improved my roll.
Okay. You get a little bit too into your research tonight, and you don't pay as much attention around the cart as you should. However, luckily enough, you aren't disturbed in the evening. You guys awake the next morning.
Alright, Drost. Day of research.
Ooh, my man.
The weather is just as good today as it was yesterday, and I start to think, well, if the long shadows just happened, it's winter now, and it's been winter for about a month, then, hey, it's a new year now. Past without you guys even realizing it in all of the chaos, but Happy New Year.
Oh my god, Happy New Year, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers,
As we
everybody.
drink our wine glasses, I assume.
As we all drink while
Knowledge
fucking-
rise.
Yeah,
Knowledge
well,
rise,
yeah. Perfect. All right, so you guys make pretty good progress today based on this roll. Go. All right, so you set up camp as usual. Another day of downtime for all of you, and unless you guys have other plans, Leroy, another perception check, please.
Sounds like not. Hey, that's higher than 10.
Yeah. So you've made, a little bit of a minor breakthrough in your research from the previous evening, and you're not quite as focused on your task now. It feels like it's just clipping along at a decent pace, and because of that, you're able to keep a little bit of a better eye on your surroundings. But thankfully, it's not needed. The evening passes uneventfully yet again.
Alright.
Unfortunately, though, near the end of your watch, it starts to rain. Still warm. It's actually a bit humid and warm for the time of year, but hey, it's better than the darkness.
True.
And Nala will see how well he does driving. It's fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Oop. Hello? Game? There we go.
Hey,
Hello?
It didn't want to move the token, but we're good. So you guys are making pretty good progress at this point. You've been in Thrain for a few days now, and you notice as you've been progressing through here that it's not that there's no farmland in Thrain that you can see, but there's significantly less than you saw in Ondair previously. And it seems like the crops are more practical in nature, whereas in Ondair you saw plenty of, all of the farming tools were magical, and many things you passed were orchards and groves, making more luxury fruits and grapes and things. But now in Thrain, it's mostly wheat and vegetables and more plain things.
Okay.
But day of travel passes uneventfully, so again, that's downtime. Perception check, please, Leroy.
Right. That's more like it.
The rain, kind of distracts you while you work, and it's the sound of rain can be soothing, but it can also be distracting, and unfortunately, it obscures your vision slightly, and you don't feel confident in your watch for the evening. But again, thankfully, it's strange how much chaos you guys have been through recently, but it seems like there's a time of peace for now. Maybe it's the long shadows ending, maybe it's the new year, who knows? But whatever it is, your luck is turning.
There wasn't border control between Onder and Thrain. That's interesting.
Nope.
Next day.
Yep. The rain has stopped, thankfully. Nala kind of leans down into the carriage at one point during the day and says, I think if we push a little harder in these next couple days and travel a bit faster, we might be able to make it to the next town in just 2 days instead of 3. What say you all? Might push the horses a bit, might be a bit of a bumpier ride, but I think we can do it.
Yeah, it's fine. True.
I don't mind the sound of that. That sounds fine.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'm sure this is not the DM trapping us with some sort of incident.
Oh, definitely not. So
How
he
dare you?
makes
Downtime days.
pretty good progress in that day, and that is indeed a day of downtime for you all.
All right, that's key number 1 done, and I will give that to Faye.
So we've had like 5 days so far, right? Of downtime.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, roughly.
Oh, then I have an extra day. I missed one. So then that's
It's been
one more.
roughly that.
That would have been done. Yes.
Maybe I miscounted.
No, it's the 4th day. Yeah.
Oh, then yes.
Okay.
Just double checked. 4th day. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so you guys are roughly a day's travel from Danthaven now. But you don't quite finish today's travel. As you're nearing the end, Nala's looking around, and suddenly he tries to bring the cart to a very quick halt.
Uh-oh. What's wrong, Nala? I'll head up to the front.
And as you look out the window, let's go ahead and
It's a door.
let's activate this. And make sure that it's not nighttime.
Ah!
It's
gonna pretend I don't know what
global
that is.
illumination, yes, save. Okay, everybody should be able to see now. Out of the snow and onto the road, as you're looking out the window in Nakareth, this very large, almost insectoid, almost lizard-like thing just shoots out of the snow as if it was burrowing up from underneath it, and lands on the road in front of the horses. And Nala is desperately trying to stop the vehicle, and he does just before hitting this thing. And then it looks at the vehicle and gives quite a scream and a screech with some sort of glow coming inside its throat. And that's where we're going to end for this session, and we'll pick up from there next time.
Damn, I want to fight some stuff.
You're gonna fight some stuff.
Fuck me.
Last time I fought a Remoras, it did not go well.
Yep.
I have to use my feet. I'm safe.
As soon as I saw
I
the
just got a
picture.
10-foot ranged weapon. Yay.
Hey, this is also probably the first combat that you guys will have with the Titans on your side in the combat too. So hey.
Oh my god, this thing is gonna get fucked.
Also, I didn't know what they did back then, and I've forgotten now. So it'll go better this time.
Perfect.
They have frost
Never